Hi everyone, how are you today? It's Ken Hubley and I'm back again. I'm a children's book author, and since I couldn't get out in 2020 to do author visits due to restrictions, I decided to bring the author visits to you, and I'm going to share them by making videos of my author visits. I love going to public places, community halls, elementary schools, and what have you, and to meet with the kids and the teachers and the parents and share my readings, and they're very special to me. I've written two books. One is The Autograph of Heroes, and the other one is the Lenny Superbook. The Lenny Superbook has three stories, one on fitting in, one on there's always someone to speak with, and one on bullying. And what's nice about this book is not only does each story have its own question corner, but they have hand-drawn whimsical pictures in them, which is kind of cool. I like that. This book, The Autograph of Heroes, is not only a storybook, and it has lots of pictures of police officers in it, but it also has an autograph page. And on that autograph page, you can go out and meet first responders and ask them for their autograph, and hopefully they'll feel a little bit more appreciated. And the other piece is you can see how friendly they are. And this one also has a Lenny's Question Corner, and the Lenny's Question Corner is 5 questions for you and your parents to discuss on important topics and kind of more personalized for your own area, because I have readers all over the place, and it can narrow down to talk about what's available in your community or who you know in your family that you can talk to, more personalize the questions for you. So the big question is, which one should I read from? How many say Autograph of Heroes? Let's hear it. How many say the Lenny Superbook? Yay, we have a winner. The Autograph of Heroes I'm going to read from today. So first of all, let's have a little discussion about first responders. First responders come from different walks of life. Some of them are law enforcement officers. Some of them are medical staff like doctors and nurses, paramedics. You have firefighters. You have military, from Air Force, Navy, and Army. There's all different sorts of people who are first responders. But one thing they have in common is that they love to serve the public and they care about people. That's how they came to become first responders. So we want to really understand that. Not only are they heroes though, because they may put their own personal safety at risk, or they do a lot just for us, but they're also our friends. So if, it could be one of your friend's parents is a first responder, your sports coach, a community leader that you know, friend of the family, they can be first responders too. Maybe ask them, what makes you want to be a first responder? On my Facebook page, Ken Hubley, author, speaker, and mentor for parents, I feature first responders, and they talk about why they enjoy being a first responder and an activity that they like to do that engages them in the community. I think of one police officer that reads stories to children at school, and that's one of the ways that he volunteers. So I'm going to show you the pictures, and I'm going to ask you questions, and I ask you to speak back to the screen. I'll pause between questions so you can answer me, and I really want this to be an engaged experience. I'm not going to do a lot of editing and changing to the video. I want it to be like I'm here in real life, so I'm just going to come out and practice with you and do the reading and go from there. Hi, my name is Lenny. I want to tell you about the day I met some heroes. You can meet heroes of all sorts: police officers, firefighters, medical experts, military members, and other first responders in your own town. Let's thank the heroes and give them a high five and ask them for their autographs. So to all you first responders and out there that's keeping us safe and keeping us healthy and looking out for us, high five. Everyone give them a high five with me. Oh, there's some good high fives there. This is Lenny. You might remember Lenny if you've read him. If you read in the Lenny Superbook. So he's still here. He's still the star of our stories. Lenny is happy. Tomorrow he's going to go on a school trip. He's going to visit the police station. Lenny's dad tells him that there will be a surprise. Lenny thinks about the trips as he plays with his favorite cars. There's a surprise. What do you think the surprise could be? Going to the police station, I don't know, any guesses? Oh, those are good guesses. That could be it. Lenny's playing with his favorite cars. They're his favorite toys. What's your favorite toy? Oh, cool. There's Lenny playing with his toys. Lenny hears his dad grumbling to his mom. The police gave me a ticket yesterday. They should help us, not just hand out tickets. Ooh, he sounds mad. I wonder what happened that he got a ticket. I wonder if it might be his fault. Don't know. We'll see. We'll read on. The next day, Lenny's class goes to the police station. They see a man in the parking lot. Who is that? He waves to the children, and they wave back. Lenny says, "Who is that?" No one seems to know, but Cliff giggles. Why do you think Cliff is giggling? I don't know. Lenny's dad arrives as a chaperone. That's the surprise. Oh, wow. So anybody who guessed it was Lenny's dad going to the police station, you guessed the surprise. But I wonder who this man now is in the parking lot. The kids can see him through the window. I don't know. A police officer greets the children. "My name is Officer Jones," says the police officer. The children see a dog. "This is my partner Sniffer," says Officer Jones. "Sniffer helps me do my work." Officer Jones and Canine Sniffer are state troopers. The class says hi. So here's the kids with Officer Jones. She is a state trooper, which means at the state level in the United States that she's a police officer. And you have Sniffer the dog. And if for dog officers, they're called canines. So this is Canine Sniffer. Do you have a pet? Tell me about your pet. Cool. Yeah, I don't have any pets. I used to, but I don't anymore. A police officer enters and says, "Hi, kids." Bailey goes, "It's the man from the parking lot." Cliff giggles and says, "Hi, Dad." That's who he was. That's why Cliff was giggling, because he knew that it was his father. So there's Officer Hudson, the police officer, and there's Cliff, and he's his father. And then you have Lenny, you have Jack, and you have Bailey. "My name is Officer Hudson," he tells the class. Officer Hudson is a city police officer, so he works for the city of whichever city he's in. So there's city police officers, there's state or provincial police officers, and then there's federal, which is for the country, police officers. Both officers say that they are happy to see the kids. Officer Jones says, "Police officers like talking to children. Please wave to us and tell us if you ever need our help." So if you see a police officer or a firefighter or a military person or a paramedic or doctor or nurse, give them a wave, say hi, and they'll appreciate that you said hi to them. Officer Hudson talks to the class about road safety. Road safety is so important. See all the signs? Well, Officer Hudson is explaining them to the class. And he confirmed for us that he likes when kids talk to him and wave and say hi. Officer Hudson shows the kids a police car. He turns on the lights and sirens. "Cool," yells the kids. Sniffer comes along too. Good old Sniffer. He's coming out to see the police car as well. And there's the kids and Officer Hudson. Do you like it when you see lights and the lights going on in the police car, the emergency vehicles? I mean, it can be sad because it means somebody needs their help, but it can be exciting to see that at times as well. Officer Jones asks the kids if they have any question. Lenny puts up his hand. Is it fun to be a police officer? Officer Jones answers, yes, it is most of the time. But we are sad when we see people get hurt or make poor decisions. Police officers are also parents, friends, and neighbors. Talked about that earlier. You know, they're family people. They're people in the neighborhood. So they're human beings, even though that they look big and strong, and they are, but they're also people just like us. Jack asks, is it dangerous to be a police officer? It can be, reply Officer Jones. Many police officers are hurt or killed at work. We are here to help people, she explains. So police officers are there to help you. They're there to do good, as all first responders, all the people we've mentioned. Dad said, well, you just give tickets, blurts Lenny. Well, Lenny's dad hesitates. I think he's a little embarrassed that he said that. Sometimes people don't like it when we give tickets, but we do it to keep our roads safe, Officer Jones said. Do you agree, sir? The officer asked Lenny's dad. Yes, I do, Lenny's dad answers. Lenny, I deserve the ticket. So at the end of the day, you know, Officer Jones, Officer Hudson, the kids, and Lenny's dad is there. At the end of the day, he deserved the ticket. So, you know, sometimes people get upset easily. Lots of colorful pictures in this book, which I enjoy. There is one boy in the class who is very shy. Are you shy? How about, do you know anyone that's shy? Tell me about them. Yeah, I know some people that are shy. I can be shy at times, but, you know, when I'm on doing videos, I can't be shy. But sometimes I like just to be shy and quiet. Officer Jones asks the boy what his name is. Timmy, whispers the boy. Hi, Timmy. My name is Blair. So her first name is Blair, Blair Jones, says Officer Jones. Do you wave to us when we drive by? There's Timmy there. Timmy gently shakes his head yes and says yes. Officer Jones says, officers like that. Oh, okay, whispers Timmy. I think now that Timmy met Officer Jones, he feels more comfortable because he knows she's friendly and they like it when we wave to them. So that's good. That's why we have an autograph page in the book. We like to help kids. So please tell us if you need us, she tells Timmy. Timmy smiles and gives Officer Jones a high five. There's Timmy giving Officer Jones a high five. Here, give me a virtual high five. Cool. And then there's the other kids looking on. I think they're all happy that Timmy feels better. Everyone hears a voice over the police radio. The officers and sniffers leave quickly. Oh, I think they got a call. They got to go help someone. The children dash to the window. The police cars drive away with their lights flashing. Wow, yell the children. There they are looking out the window, and the officers go into the car with Sniffer. I wonder who they're going to help. I bet they'll help someone. Lenny's class liked meeting the police officers today. Do you like meeting police officers and other first responders? Do you have any stories about when you met some? Do you know any first responders? Tell me about them. Wow, cool. They're going to thank more heroes, and they will say thank you and give a high five and ask for their autographs. They discuss who will get the most autographs. So there they are, all at the end, the police officers, Lenny's dad, Lenny and his friends. And they're going to all see who can thank the most heroes and get the most autographs. So first responders are heroes and also our friends. Please thank each one that you see and give them a high five and ask them for their autograph. If you ever need help, you can always talk to a police officer or another first responder. So here's my autograph page, and And I'm going to go out and get some autographs and say thank you to first responders who help us. Again, law enforcement officers or medical staff like doctors and nurses, paramedics, firefighters, and military experts as well. There's so many first responders that are there to help us. And as you know that, I think it makes you feel safer as you're out in the neighborhood and you see a lot of them. So now we're going to talk about some pictures in the book. The first one is a canine officer, Officer Joseph Lukowski with his canine partner Chase, and they're from the Pokemon Mountain Police Department. And Chase knows how to find drugs. That's his job. I think Chase may be retired now. It's been a couple of years since I've read this book. This is a hero from my own hometown, and her name is Officer Constable Holly Took from Halifax Police Department in Nova Scotia, Canada. We have two heroes here from the New York City Police Department. Officer Mero and Perez from the New York City Police Department. This is a retired Colorado State Trooper like the officer in the book. His name is Officer Dusty Kraft, and he did a lot of work around accidents. This is a former chief of police for the Saskatoon Police Service, Chief Clive Wayhill. He was also the former president of the Canadian Association Chiefs of Police, so he's had a lot of important roles. And this is another police chief, Tara Laurent, of the Greenland Police Department in New Hampshire. Chief Laurent is one of several heroes you're going to meet in this book. And she was very happy to give us a picture and to share with us. All the heroes were happy to share with us in the book and to be a part of it. And I thank each and every one of you. So now we have some questions. So if you have your mom and dad nearby, or if not, you can talk with them later. But these are questions specifically for you that you can brainstorm and talk with your parents about. If you're scared, list people that you know that you can ask for help. There may be aunts, uncles, parents, siblings, neighbors, community leaders, school teachers, or coaches. You know, there's so many people around you. Just make a little list of some people that you can help, because you know your parents are a good resource, but if you're at school, who can you talk to if your parents aren't there? Or if you're not there, if you're out going for a walk, who can you talk to? It's a really good conversation to have with your parents. How can you tell if somebody's a police officer? You know, what do they look like? What do you look for? You know, you see in Chief Laurent, she has a uniform, she has a badge, she has a notification on the side, a patch on the side of her shirt. So what are some things to know of different first responders, how you can identify them? I think it's a good question. Maybe even look at it on Google, look at pictures, and how would you identify somebody who's a paramedic or a doctor or a military? If you're lost, where can you get help? So where could you go for help if you were ever lost? And who could you talk to? And where's some places you could go that would be safe? Maybe a post office. Maybe, you know, where could you go? What number should you call in an emergency? Most places it's 911. But, you know, make sure that you know for your area the appropriate number to call if you have an emergency. Or if you're scared, maybe it's not a full emergency, that you call 911. You know, who are your contacts? How do you get a hold of your mom and dad, or if you need to get a hold of a neighbor or somebody? It's a good conversation to have with your parents. What type of problems are a real emergency? So what do you call the 911 for, the emergency department, compared to you just call your mom and dad, compared to you could wait till you get home? You know, talk about different types of emergencies. Well, I hope you enjoyed this book, because I loved reading it with you, and I loved the fact that I get to ask you questions and you get to respond to them, and we got to talk together and spend some time. So, if you'd like more information about my books or about me, you can find it on autographofheroes.com. That's autographofheroes.com is my website. And my Facebook page is Ken Hubley, author, speaker, and mentor to parents. Anyways, I hope to see you in other videos, and I hope I've got 3 other stories that's from this book that I'll be reading, so keep an eye out for my videos, and we'll have more story time together, because I love story time. Anyways, you have a great day. Bye!